Welcome one, welcome all. It's time for another exciting edition of the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. And now we are really in the final stretch, the home stretch, la recta final. This is our second to last show of the year, penultimate. That sounds a bit formal for me. We say second to last. So let's make the most of it, amigos. Right now, it's
10,
time
9,
for
8,
liftoff. Let's
6,
go.
5,
All aboard.
4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Come on. Is there an
0.
echo here? Okay.
Ignition.
I thought I was going nuts for a second.
Liftoff.
Here we go, amigos.
Liftoff.
Hold on to your hats. You are in for a treat today. All right, get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats. And get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time. On Vaughn Radio. Let's go. All right. Yeehaw! Welcome, amigos. Welcome one. Welcome all. It is time for another exciting edition of the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Tomorrow is our last show. I can't believe it. Our last show of 2023. Wow. Thanks to each and every one of you for being here, for participating, for having fun, for learning, for laughing with me and my amigos here on Vaughn Radio. What a year it's been, huh? Woo! I am pooped. I am worn out. I'm exhausted. No, not that pooped. I mean pooped, cansado, not pooped que me cagao. All right, oh man. All right. Here we go. I've started off talking about, I think my daughter is rubbing off on me. Está teniendo efecto Larita en mí. Well, she's always like, caca culo, pedo pis, caca culo, pedo pis, caca culo, pedo pis, caca culo. And I'm like, honey, that's not funny. But then I play sound effects like that, and I think it's funny. So, what am I getting at? ¿A qué voy? My daughter Lara is more mature than I am. Well, either way, folks, we came to play. We came to have some fun and celebrate. We are smack dab in the holiday season, amigos. Happy holidays to you and yours. I'm dreaming. Sing it. Vaughn Christmas. This is the way I sing it. Come on. Where the class is exciting and we'll keep fighting to English awesome. Come on. Menos mal que nos dedicamos a la enseñanza y no al canto. Aprovecha nuestras super ofertas durante este holiday season. Descubre nuestros cursos intensivos de Navidad y podrás tener la flexibilidad total. Inglés emocionante a tu medida con Vaughan. Más información en grupovaughan.com o llámanos al 911-385831 y síguenos en las redes. 'Tis the season to learn English. La 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 la. It is time to do pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Get ready. Pop Get pumped. Get stoked. Pop quiz. Yeah. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Come on. That's right, amigos. It is our pop quiz here on the show with no name. And today we're going to be taking a look at a pop quiz. And I know you guys, I know you very well, you know. I know you love idiomatic expressions, and that's exactly what we're going to look at today. Some totally native idiomatic expressions. And this is from our Expresiones en Inglés que deberías conocer. It is Vaughn. It's one of our collections. We have many collections. You know, you guys have the Milk series, where you have 3 of my books. This book is the shit. It's the latest one. It's a great a great Christmas gift. Whoa. Say that 5 times fast. Well, this is from Expresiones en Inglés que deberías conocer. My amiga Ximena Holiday penned this one. And it's got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 hours of audio to familiarize you with the most common idiomatic expressions in English. I know you guys, and I know you love your idiomatic expressions. And you know how I know it? Because I love them too. I love them in Spanish. I love, my wife said one, se le va el culo or something this morning. I loved it. Alguien, like when she was like, cuando le llama el otro, se le va el culo, se le escapa el culo. Something like that, she said. And I wrote it down. And obviously I didn't get it yet, but I had never heard it. I've been living in Spain for 20 years, and I hadn't heard that one. Cuando le llama al otro, se le va el culo, se le escapa. You guys can help me out. I can't remember it right now. But it means like, you know, you run. Somebody, en inglés decimos, mira, os gustan las expresiones. You say jump and they say jump and you say how high. Ellos dicen salta y tú dices cuán alto. They say jump. It's a Rage Against the Machine song. They say jump and you say how high. Your brain dead. You got a fucking bullet in your head. Yeah. It's all in the music, amigos. All right. Well, we're going to take a look at an idiomatic expression from an audio clip from Expresiones en Inglés que deberías conocer. Remember, we've got expresiones que deberías conocer, phrasal verbs que deberías conocer, vocabulario, false friends, and so much more. It's all available at the Vaughn Tienda, vaughntienda.com. You can pick up all your Christmas gifts over there. All right, here we go. Listen to this, and then I've got a little mission for you.
Actions speak louder than words.
Las palabras se las lleva el viento. No lo digas simplemente. Hazlo. Las palabras se las lleva el viento.
Don't just say it, do it. Actions speak louder than words.
Las palabras se las lleva el viento, así que creo que es importante que lo vayas a visitar.
Actions speak louder than words, so I think it's important that you go and visit him.
All right, there you go. A little short audio. Did you know that idiomatic expression? Action. Hey, it's a great one. When somebody's like, I love you, but you never have time for me. So do you know, that's where you could say actions speak loud. Es que me encanta esta. Es como, no me lo digas, demuéstramelo. Right? Actions, lo que tú haces, right? Lo que llevas a cabo, tus acciones, your actions speak louder than words. You don't have to say you can just say actions speak louder than words. Now, there's another way to say this idiomatic expression. So somebody says to you something like, oh, you're my best friend. And you're like, well, you never call me, man. You know, why don't you show me instead of telling me? But there's another idiomatic expression. So it means don't just talk about what you're going to do. Don't just tell people things, but be a person of your word. You know, I'll give you a clue. It has something to do with walking and talking. Y fijaos, esas L's son L's mudas. Walking and talking. Well, those are very common words. And you don't know how many people I've heard say walking and talking. Well, ¿cuántas veces he oído? Walking dead. I'm like, guys, I am literally going to jump off a bridge. I'm telling you, I am going to jump off a bridge. So today's pop quiz, little challenge for you guys to get warmed up over here. Give us an expression that means back up what you say. Don't just say things. As I said, we can say actions speak louder than words. Be a man of your word, un hombre de tu palabra, or a woman of your word. But there's another one with walking and talking. All right, let's go on over to our chat room over here, and we'll see who's in the house ready to rock. Let's see. We've got Born to Iron Man, front row center. What's up, Born to Iron Man? Happy holidays to you and yours. It's great to have you here on board for our second to last show. I can't believe it, folks. 2023. Unbelievable. Second to last show. Penúltimo of the year. And again, thank you to all of you. Born to Iron Man, Marisol, who just joined us in the group as well. What's up, Marisol? She says, good morning, fellows. Good morning to you too, Marisol. It's an absolute pleasure to have your sunshine here with us. Let's see. Chris Valrol, there she is. She says, morning, dear people. What's up, Chris Valrol? Bringing the magic. Great to read all your names, by the way. And she says, I know, perder. Esa es. Este le llama y ella pierde el culo. And I'm like, and I translated it. We were in the car. We just dropped my daughter off at school. Acabamos de dejar Larita en el cole. And, and my wife goes, we were talking about a situation, people we know. I'm like, la otra le llama y esta pierde el culo. I'm like, she loses her ass? And I'll tell you something. Great job to my wife. I'm like, she's like, bueno, corre tan rápido, huye, no, va corriendo a ver lo que quiere, tan rápido que deja el culo atrás. I'm like, aha. I was like, really good. See, I said deja el culo en vez de perder, but see, same idea. And it was because my wife explained it, but me quedé como, she lost her ass? I love those literal translation, but that's exactly why you can't translate idiomatic expressions literally. And that's why it's great that we have programs like this and other programs on Vaughn Radio where we look at these idiomatic expressions. But I chuckled out loud and I said, and she said, what? I go, she lost her ass? Also, another way to say it is to say that somebody is at someone's beck and call. If someone's at your beck and call, it's como, they ring a bell and you come running, right? I'm sure we've all seen this scenario. It reminds me of a cartoon for some reason. So, morning, Chris. Great to have you with us. As always, Marta's in the house. What's up, Marta? How are you? Great to have you with us as well. She says, good morning, colleagues. How you doing? Yo no digo, how are you? How ya? How you doing? How you doing, Marta? Great to have you. There's Juan. Juan says, morning, mates. Pleasure to be here. Well, Juan, it's a pleasure to have you. There's a little magic for you for the holiday season. And Juan says, I hope you'll enjoy this Christmas. Oh, no doubt about it. I think, you know what? I've always enjoyed Christmas, but now with a 4-year-old daughter, I mean, I see Christmas through different eyes. I'll teach you another idiomatic expression. I live it vicariously through my daughter. And to live something vicariously es a través de sus ojos. So I live it vicariously through my daughter. And I've got to tell you something, man, it's beautiful to see her eyes light up. And wow, I'm really excited about the holiday magic. As I said, in my house, we've been celebrating the holidays since August, the Christmas holiday. Oh, yeah, we were singing, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, 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 bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a swaying song tonight. Sing it, jingle bells, jing. I'm into the holiday. Well, you know what? This is how it works with kids. You go big, they go bigger. And as I said, my neighbors must think I'm nuts because we have a tree in our house, but we've also got a little Christmas tree with lights and tinsel at our door. So, yeah. And we've got a Santa Claus that's, a little wind up, que le puedes dar cuerda, and it plays Christmas. We're a little bit sick, you know. We've got a reindeer that lights up, which is made out of wicker. I told you, we go all out. To go all out is darlo todo. Wicker, mimbre. Canasto de mimbre, it says here, wicker. So we are in the holiday spirit over here in my home. Thank you for joining us, guys. As I said, we'll be celebrating the holidays, even though there are no shows. If you're following us on social media, you'll be able to, well, at least see what's going on. I know myself, even though there are no shows going on, I'm still, you know, I usually put about a post a day on social media. Plus, as many of you know, I have a curious community as well. So there's always content coming out. And you've got podcasts as well. All of our Vaughn radio shows are available in the podcast format as well on iVox, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever floats your boat. Oh, and by the way, a nice round of applause to Kubla, Marisol, Vero, Maria Jose, Jaime, and Chris Valrol. They have participated in our question of the week. Right? Our question of the week, which is, you guys have just today. And don't send it to me at midnight, guys. You think I'm sitting here in front of the microphone all day? Well, a lot of the day, yeah. But seriously, send me a 1-minute voice message if you'd like to participate in our question of the week. It's our last question of the week of 2023. And all you have to do, and it's not easy, because you have to reflect. You have to think it over. Darle unas vueltas. Piensa esto. Over and over and over. Darle unas vueltas. It makes sense. Similar thing. So think it over if you haven't participated. As I said, Kubla, Marisol, Vero, Maria Jose, Jaime, and Chris Valrol have already participated. They've already summed up their year. Keep it at around a minute. You can record the audio note on your phone. Just be conscious of the, the echo and all of that stuff. Remember, part of communication is making sure you have a stable connection, right? If you're in an area where you don't have service, cobertura, well, it doesn't matter what you say. The person's not going to understand you because you're breaking up. And we all know how frustrating that can be. Who hasn't had that happen to them on Zoom? All right, so if you'd like to participate, sum up your year, send me that 1-minute audio note before the end of today, and we're going to hear from you guys tomorrow on our last show of 2023. And again, thank you for being the greatest students a teacher could ever ask for. And let me explain something to you guys here. It's not just me who feels that way. All of us here at Vaughn Radio are really proud of you. I know because I talked to my friends. We met up recently for some Christmas drinky poos, unas bebidas. And we were just saying how great you guys were. We even named some of you. Algunos fuisteis nombrados at our Vaughn Radio get-together, nuestra quedada. It wasn't really a party. It was a little get-together. So thank you, really. You guys make Vaughn Radio what it is. We wouldn't be celebrating you want to sum up the year for Vaughn Radio. We've got some amazing new shows, right? We've got Frankly Speaking with Chris Frank, which is on at 7:30, if I'm not well, either way, download the app and you've got it all at your fingertips. And then you've got also at 3, I believe, 3 p.m., you've got, or maybe 3:30. Don't quote me. The new programs, if you'd like to look them up specifically, are Speak Up with Ruby, and the other one is Frankly Speaking with Chris Frank. So that's one way we could sum up Vaughn Radio's year. We celebrated our 20th anniversary, and we got some amazing new programs to celebrate it. And I think that's wonderful. As we were talking about with Rob, we've had so many amazing people who have come through Vaughn Radio. But right now, we've got a really solid schedule. Parrilla, you call it. Why do you guys call it a parrilla? The only thing you do there is make me hungry. Una parrilla. It's a schedule. Or as the British say, it's a schedule. We say in American English, schedule. Sked. It's a difficult word in either one. So, American English, schedule. Una K, pura y dura. British English, schedule. So, there's no K. Schedule. Sounds weird to me. However you slice it or dice it. Lo pongas como lo pongas. A shout out to Jose Maria, my student, Jose Maria, and my curious community. He loves that idiomatic expression. However you slice it or dice it. Cortas, en inglés, no, bueno, es igual que pongas como lo pongas. However you slice it or dice it, como lo cortas o como lo picas, no, sigue siendo una cebolla. Think about it like that. See, my wife taught me a little lesson today. She goes, without trying. She's not a teacher, guys. But by saying, es que se mueve tan rápido que pierde el culo. I'm like, aha. I love these idiomatic expressions. And today's pop quiz, which we're going to look at in just a moment, is available. You can get over 1,000. Guys, that's insane. Over 1,000 idiomatic expressions in this book that fits in your pocket. And it costs under 10 euros. It's called Expresiones en Inglés que deberías conocer. It's got 6 hours of audio. And it was penned, escrito, by the lovely, amazing, talented Ximena Holiday, who you guys can listen to every day right after this show on her program, Test Your English. Well, folks, we're going to go to a quick commercial break right now. When we come back, we're going to check our pop quiz. We've also got our Say What soundbite, spelling bee, homophones, double trouble. Man, we got a lot of stuff to cover in the rest of today's show. And as I said, the countdown is on. Estamos ya en la cuenta atrás. I can smell the holly, acebo. I can smell the mistletoe. Muérdago? Hey, see, you guys aren't the only ones learning. Well, more learning and laughing after this quick commercial break, so stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to part 2 of today's show with no name, right before the holiday season. Oh, and a shout out to my sister. Well, it's not her birthday today. Well, really, at midnight it is, so happy birthday to my sister Natalia. And anybody who speaks Italian knows that her name means Christmas. Natale, Buon Natale. Right? Buon Natale. Merry Christmas. And she was our Christmas present in 1980. That's right. In 1980, she was our Christmas present. I'll never forget. I'll remember the day she came home from the hospital. Isn't that crazy? I was 3 years old. Well, it's not your birthday yet, Natalia, or kid, as I call her, kid. Chavalin, kid. Well, that's what you call your younger sister. But tomorrow, don't think I forgot, we're going to embarrass you here on the show with no name. Because that's what we do. Let us know when it's your birthday so we can embarrass you too. In a good way. You know, all in good fun. All right, amigos, welcome back to part 2 of today's show. We've got so much to do, so let's put the pedal to the metal with the Say What soundbite. Say what? What? All right, amigos, it's the Say What soundbite on the show with no name. The Say What soundbite, driving your brain insane. Well, some of them, some of them are pretty nuts. I think today's is going to be pretty easy, relatively easy, amigos. So we're going to listen to this twice now. And then we're going to check out the pop quiz. We've got Chris Valrolen, Born to Iron Man, participating in our pop quiz. And I like what I see. Oh, yeah. All right, amigos, you know what you have to do here in this section. First, pay attention. Pay attention. And write down as much as you possibly can. And then I want to hear your observations based on what you heard. I want you to express yourself in your best English possible. And I want you to sum it up in your own words. All right, so is everybody ready? This is the Say What soundbite for the first time.
According to international law, these men are war criminals. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried in front of a court and probably executed for what they did.
Whoa, them's fighting words. Sería those are, pero alguien no educado diría them. Them's, them is. Sí, totalmente. Them's fighting words. Esas son palabras que empiezan una pelea ahí, it seems. All right, well, let me give it to you a second time, and then we'll discuss it. We also have to take a look at our pop quiz.
According to international law, these men are war criminals. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried in front of a court and probably executed for what they did.
Do you know about Vaughn groups? Well, I'm going to tell you all about them. They are group English classes that you can do via video conference or in person. And the good news is you can start whenever you want. And you can keep the same timetable, teacher, and classmates throughout the whole course. And the best part, there's no strings attached. Sin compromiso. And if you act now, you can get a 5% discount for paying up front. And if you stick with the course for 6 months, you'll get a 50% discount in June. Wow, what a deal! As if you needed more reasons to learn English with Vaughn. Check out our Vaughn groups. Have fun and make friends as you learn English. Sign up now while there are still spots available. Call us 911-385831. Or you can go to our website, grupovaughn.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media and find out if Vaughn groups are for you. All right, amigos. More information about Vaughn groups and all our amazing courses at our website, grupovaughn.com. But right now, we're not taking a look at a course. We're taking a look at a resource in today's pop quiz. And as I said, we've got a few people participating. So let's see how you did. Remember, it comes from Expresiones en Inglés que deberías conocer. It's available at the Vaughn Tienda and wherever fine books are sold. All right, let's see. Chris Valrol says words easily go with the wind. If you love me, prove it. I like it. It's poetic. Not the one I was looking for, but poetic. Definitely. If you love me, prove it. Demuéstralo. Another way to say it, que no era la que tenía pensado tampoco, is put your money where your mouth is. Right? Si tan seguro estás, demuéstralo. Right? Eso es apuesta. Pon algo sobre la mesa. Put your money where your mouth is. Great. Excellent. Let's see. Born to Iron Man. He says, you're always saying that English is a piece of cake, but you don't practice at all. Come on. You talk the talk, but you do not walk the walk. Yes. You talk the talk, but you're not walking the walk. Ahí lo tienes. That's the one. So you can even use them separately. Man, he walks the walk. Eso significa él hace. No, él se comporte. No, he's not a hypocrite, right? He practices what he preaches. And otra expresión. So, man, don't talk the talk. No me vengas con tal. Demuéstralo. You can use them together or separate. Don't talk the talk. Man, you better walk the walk. Eso, ya es tiempo para demostrarlo con acciones. Same idea. right? So don't talk the talk, walk the walk. And this is anybody who talks a lot. They've got a lot to say, but then when it comes down to it, they're nothing like they say. I don't know how, I got to be honest, I don't know how people do it. For me, it's really difficult to be that way. Like, I have to really make an effort to be different than I am in front of different people. Like, you know what I mean? And the older I get, the more I am me, like it or not. You know, I don't need everybody to, I'm not a teenager. I don't need everybody's approval, right? I need my students' approval, obviously. Well, I need to know that you guys are making progress, right? And I know all of you don't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way, just give me a kiss. Great song, very musical show today. Well, you know why, folks. The holiday season brings out the best. Mira, esta la aprendí este año, yo creo. Son sacar. The holiday season brings out the best in all of us, unless you're Ebenezer Scrooge. Which, by the way, we can learn from that. The name of that story, El Cuento de Navidad, what do you call it? The famous one with Ebenezer Scrooge, where you will be visited by 3 ghosts in the middle of the night, and they will try and make you see the light. And then he changes his ways, right? I love this word. Un miserable is a miser. Miser. Miser, well, se pronuncia miser. He's a miser. Scrooge is a miser, a penny pincher. He's a rude dude, right? But the name of that story is called A Christmas Carol. So if you know that, then you know it's villancico, right? That's, by the way, it's hard. Dickens is hard to read. Eso es difícil en inglés, creo, en mi opinión. You know, it's not, it's old school English, like Shakespeare. I don't recommend you speak like some, you know, like a Shakespeare play. You will be ridiculed. To how hath thou been thou, for thy morrow I bid you my great sorrow. It's like, whoa, calm down, dude. Lay off the drugs. Deja la droga. It's not good for you. All right, let's see. Juan Marquez is in the house. He says, yeah, you're totally right, Alberto. Christmas is magic. I love the Rudolph song. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Oh, how the reindeer loved him as he shouted out with glee, yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. That's for you, Juan. All right, so let's see. What have we got over here? We've got Chris Valrol participating in our Say What soundbite. Let's see what Chris heard. She says, it seems to me a female host. I don't know if it's real or from a movie. She's talking about a law according to which someone could be executed. Great ear, Chris Valrol. You are on the right track, girl. Go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. Excellent. Awesome. And it's not from a movie. It's real. But the person's pretty dramatic. So, awesome. Great ear, Chris Valrol. Would anybody else like to participate in this section before we move on? because as you know, we've got a lot of stuff to do today and every day here on the show. So without any further ado, let's move on to our Spelling Bee.
Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee.
That's right, amigos. That's right. It is our Spelling Bee only on the show with no name. And let's see what we've got for today's Spelling Bee. Ooh, lots of letters in today's Spelling Bee. Round one is hellish. Let's be honest here. Let's call a spade a spade. Las cosas por su nombre. Let's call a spade a spade. These are going to be tough. All right, but I have faith in you. I know you guys will be able to at least figure it out after round two, if not round one. All right, here we go. Let's capitalize the first letter of every word for the sake of simplicity. Is everybody ready? All right, round one. The first word is Founding space Father. The second one is Alexander space Hamilton. The third one is Elizabeth space Schuyler. The fourth one is Albany, comma, space New space York. The fifth one is Federalist space Papers. And the last one is Charlestown, comma, space Nevis. It's one of the newest countries in our Earth's existence. It has snowballed into a behemoth at breakneck speed. It's no secret. In my homeland, we are master marketers, among other things. Some refer to this popular place as the home of the American dream, or the land of milk and honey, the land of the free, the home of the brave, where freedom rings from sea to shining sea. We'll learn the ins and outs of American history with Richard Vaughn on this week's episode of FYI. Welcome to... So it has something to do with American history, I guess, huh? All right, well, yes, it does have something to do with American history, and if you haven't heard those episodes of FYI, they're available to everyone, both of them. It's episode, well, it doesn't matter. Search for American History, Richard Vaughn, For Your English, and you'll be able to find it. If you're following For Your English, it is season 5, episode 30. And you get a bonus episode I made available to the general public. It's fascinating. I learned so much. And the one we're going to talk about today, I think, is perhaps one of the most famous ones currently. Of what? Well, let's see. We're going to take a look over here. We've got Born to Iron Man taking a stab at it. Let's see, Born to Iron Man. He says the first one, which is correct. The second one is also correct. So far, so good, buddy. The third one is correct. The fourth one is correct. The fifth one is correct. And the sixth one is also correct. Wow. dude. Wow. That was fast, dude. Unfreaking believable. We've also got Chris Valrol. You're missing something over there. You're missing a letter. Missing a word. You're missing a word in yours, but great effort. The good news is you will have a second round. Yes, folks, these words have to do with Alexander Hamilton. As I was saying before, he is the most famous founding father now. It was Thomas Jefferson, maybe. But now, thanks to Lin-Manuel Miranda and the musical Hamilton, which is the coolest history lesson you'll ever get in your life. And it's interesting enough, the guy who penned Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda, he used to be a teacher, a substitute teacher. So he took the story of Hamilton and he turned it into a hip-hop musical. It's amazing. I'm telling you, my niece and nephew, who are teenagers, we took them to see it on Broadway, and it's quite expensive because it's a hot ticket, como decimos. They both said that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. That was amazing. The energy, and in the end, they're even getting a history lesson. You can watch if you can't afford it, because believe me, I had to really adjust my budget on the trip, and thankfully my mother contributed to the cause. We were able to go see Hamilton, and oh my God, it was amazing. But it's also, if I'm not mistaken, it's also on Disney Plus. You can check out Hamilton. The music is amazing, and it's edutainment. It's American history, and it's told through song, and it's just amazing. If you love music, which I know many of you do, you'll love this this story that is retold in the modern vernacular. All right, well, my amigos, this is round 2 of today's Spelling Bee. Let's see how you guys do. Oh, and I'm going to give you another thing over here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. All right, here we go. The first word is FOUNDING space FATHER. The second one is I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently while Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. And to me, all right, sorry, I couldn't help it. You don't know how difficult it was for me. Oh, no puedo hablar hoy. I think I'm looking forward to vacation here, guys. Do you know how difficult it was for me the first time to not spell it like in the rap? I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be. So I'm going to do it again. This is number 2. Sin rapeos. ALEXANDER space HAMILTON. The lovely bride, that's the groom, el novio. The lovely bride is ELIZABETH space SCHUYLER. The fourth one is ALBANY, comma, space NEW, space YORK. The fifth one is FEDERALIST, space PAPERS. And the sixth one, the last one, CHARLESTOWN, comma, space NEVIS. There we go, amigos, your spelling bee for today. We're going to get a little American history lesson today. Not too much. We're not going to get... And just scratch the surface. We're going to be celebrating a wedding today. The wedding of Founding Father Alexander Hamilton. They are waiting in the wings for you. I can't say the name without singing a lyric. It's amazing. Thanks, Lin-Manuel Miranda. See what you did to a whole generation of people? They can't hear that name without breaking into a rap. So today we are celebrating the holy matrimony of Founding Father Alexander Hamilton. He will marry Elizabeth Schuyler, one of the Schuyler sisters. They are the upper crust of society. The upper crust es lo más alto de la sociedad. The elite, the aristocracy, the aristocrats, the aristocracy. ¿Cómo lo pronuncian? Aristocracy. Oh, sí que estoy. Guys, I need a vacation. Perfect. Tomorrow. I just got to get through today and tomorrow. But we're going to do it in style. And as I said, we've got a lot to celebrate. This wedding. We've also got the holiday season right around the corner. And tons more challenges to come right around the corner as well. So, if I were you guys, I wouldn't even think of going anywhere. Stick around. Hello, amigos. Welcome back. Welcome back to part 3. Are you serious? Get out of here. Part 3? What? That's insane. We're halfway through the show. Oh my God. Well, thank you, amigos, for making it fly by. And don't forget, the rest of the day will fly by too if you stay tuned to Vaughn Radio, because up next you've got Ximena Holiday with Test Your English. After that, you've got the Lunchtime Show with Rob and Andy. Then you've got Speak Up with Ruby. Let's get random with Jules Linares. The Salad with Dave Boyes. Drive Time with Kyle Miller. Frankly Speaking with Chris Frank. The Pro Bow Show with Rob Grams. And last but certainly not least, the one and only Richard Vaughn with Richard Vaughn Live. All of these shows are designed to get you guys excited about English. Oh, yeah. All right, amigos, let's kick off with words that might sound the same on the show with no name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right, amigos. That's right. It's homophones only on the show with no name. And let's see what we've got today. We usually have some words that tend to be a little bit tricky. So let's take a look at these words today. I want to know, A, what the words are, and B, if you know how to pronounce them and if they sound exactly the same or not. All right, so the first word is a physical thing, an item. You say item, it's an item. An item, bueno, en inglés americano la T es una D, item. How many items did you buy? ¿Cuántas cosas? Unidades. Item. So it is a physical thing, an item. Objeto, esa es difícil para mí en español. Cosa, okay? It also means, oh, no. So this one is, so objeto, I'm trying to think if there's any other. No, porque se diría más subjective. No, okay, so objeto, a physical thing. I think that's the most common use. The second word I want you to give me is oponerse, lo que viene siendo no estar de acuerdo. So the first one, if you said, me opongo o no estoy de acuerdo con ese objeto, would those two words sound the same in English or not? Listen carefully. Can you hear that? No. Listen closer. I'm not talking about the birds chirping. I'm talking about everybody speaking English and feeling comfortable. Listen. This is what it's like at Vaughn Town, a peaceful place where you can really learn English and lose your inhibitions. There's a reason it's one of our star programs. Vaughn Town, lose your fear of speaking English. If you want more information about this immersive experience, go to groupovon.com or give us a call, 911-385831. Lose your fear of speaking English and express yourself with clarity at Vaughntown. That's right, folks. More information about Vaughntown and all of our resources and courses over at groupovon.com. It's our website, groupovon.com. Also, make sure you're following us on social media as well. And what else? Oh, if you want to call, 911-385831. All right. Also, here's your Say What soundbite for the third time.
According to international law, these men are war criminals. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried in front of a court and probably executed for what they did.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is your third listen of the Say What soundbite. You're going to get it one more time over there. All right, let's take a look. Also, we've got some more people figuring it out. Our spelling bee, great job. Also, Marisol. And as I said, today's spelling bee was about a wedding, the holy matrimony of founding father Alexander Hamilton and Elizabeth Schuyler. They tied the knot. Es una forma muy nativa decir se casaron. They tied the knot today in 1780 in Albany, New York, the capital of New York, which is Albany. And number 5 was the Federalist Papers. And these were papers written by Alexander Hamilton. And they got him out of poverty. The pen made him someone. Being smart, reading, writing made him what he was. He was a guy who was born in Charlestown, Nevis. Now, what is Charlestown, Nevis? St. Kitts. Okay, it's in the West Indies, in the middle of the Caribbean. So, a kid with not much, it's not like he was born in the United States, which is crazy. Now a lot of the politicians, I don't even know if it's a prerequisite or something, but it just showed how a guy from the Caribbean, from a little island in the middle of nowhere, made a difference in the birth of this new nation called the United States of America. And the interesting parallel, anybody who has seen Hamilton will know that there at one point, excuse me, at one point, when Lin-Manuel Miranda was working on the script for Hamilton, he realized he was Hamilton. Well, in his own way, not he was a founding father, but he realized, I'm a kid from a very humble home, in Washington Heights, in Harlem, and I don't, and he wrote his way out of poverty. So that's what founding father Alexander Hamilton did, and that's what Lin-Manuel Miranda did. And now he does Moana, he does them all. But it all happened because they educated themselves. They read, they wrote, and they wrote, and they wrote more, and they read more, and they wrote more. And it's a beautiful story when you think about it. The Hamilton musical, at one point, he's like, whoa, I'm doing the same thing he did. If I'm going to make a better life for myself, if I'm going to have a shot at being successful, it's going to be because I'm smart, not because I'm handsome, not because I come from a famous family like many people. Somebody said somebody posed the question the other day. I was listening to a podcast, and they said, okay, Nicolas Cage, you can say he's a good actor. You can say he's a decent actor. You can say he's a horrible actor. But the question is, would he be a famous actor if he wasn't a Coppola? I don't care about the last name. Everybody knows he's a Coppola, right? Would he have had the same opportunity? I mean, he's better. I'll play devil's advocate, abogado del diablo. He's better in some roles than others, and in some he's just Nicolas Cage, right? So you could argue in a normal world where he wasn't Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, maybe he wouldn't be such a big actor. I don't know. Yeah, that's debatable. But nobody on the podcast debated it, and I agreed. Maybe not. Maybe not. So there's a lot of that going on as well. Cronyism, amiguismo, metiendo la familia, los amigos. All right, let's take a look at today's homophones over here. The first person to participate is Born to Iron Man. Excuse me. I couldn't say avocado in time. You know my trick, right? When you're going to sneeze, you have to say avocado. But I couldn't say avocado because I was saying Born to Iron Man. So, excuse me. I tried to get to the volume button at the right moment here. Cosas del directo, as you say. So, Born to Iron Man, he says the words are and so the same word, he says, and they don't sound alike. Daniela. Hello, Daniela. How are you? She says, hello, and don't sound alike. The first one has a stress on the first syllable, and the second one on the last syllable. Interesting. All right, well, let's say the words as we always do here. The first word is object. Can you hand me that object? Me puedes entregar, me puedes poner en mano. Can you hand me that object? Okay. Object. Y estamos pendientes de cuánto dura el sonido vocal también. Because not object. It's object. You extend it a little bit. Can you pass me that object? Okay, no object. I've heard a lot of object. I've heard a lot of different pronunciations. Object. Okay, that's a strange object. And then somebody says, I object. I object. Do they sound the same? Absolutely not. Great job, Born to Iron Man and Daniela. Excellent job. Yes, they are not. And Daniela, not just where the stress is. It's a different vowel sound. Cambia el sonido vocal. Listen to it. It's the schwa. I object to that object. So it's not just you're right. It is where the stress is put when you say it, but it's also the vowel sound. So let's say it together. I object to that object. I object to that object. And now we're going to move on to name that movie, unless anybody objects, of course. Name that movie. All right. Chris Valrol says, by the way, it was really beautiful remembering Richard Brown this week. I loved his show. Yeah, well, from time to time, I like to give a shout out to all the amigos. Well, we did it on the 20th anniversary show. We mentioned so many people who have been with us and are no longer with us. Some who are no longer with us on the planet, and others who are no longer with us at Vaughn Radio. Either way, they're missed and they're loved, and they're a part of Vaughn Radio as well. And Richard Brown is an amazing person, just an amazing person. And a lot of the materials that we know and love are thanks to our amigo Richard Brown and his team. And now some of those members of the team are still here. We've got Carmen, Ximena. Those are all people who came from research and development. Now they've changed the names of the departments. I can't keep up, honestly, but it's great. We've always looked for the greatest talent out there, whether it's teaching talent, whether it's writing talent, whether it's voice talent. We're always looking for talent. That's something that Richard Vaughn has been very clear about. He's always, you could call him a talent scout. I think the word you say is ojeador, a talent scout. All right, well, let's take a look at today's Name That Movie, my amigos, and we'll see if you guys recognize it based on our little summary here. 5 medical students experiment with near-death experiences until the dark consequences of past tragedies begin to jeopardize their lives. Infirmaries can be interesting and intimidating institutions, but one thing is for certain: the industry is indispensable. We go there to get nursed back to health if we get ill or injured, or go under the knife if need be. In an emergency, we can even be rushed there in an ambulance. While many come out with a clean bill of health, some patients never leave these paramedical places.
Paging Dr. Alonso. Please report to ER ASAP.
We'll make sense of hospitals on this week's episode of FYI. Welcome to For Your Info, Inglés. You got it. That's right, folks. For Your Inglés. You've got the episode on hospitals. So obviously this has something to do with hospitals. And everybody pronounce it with me. I just want to make sure you're pronouncing it correctly. No es hospital. Hospital. Did he go to the hospital last week? Yeah, I think he was in the hospital. All right, let's take a look over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner, our movie queen, Chris Valrol. In English, it's called Flatliners. Flatliners, and it's a movie directed by Joel Schumacher, starring Kiefer Sutherland, Kevin Bacon, and Julia Roberts. Oh, and don't forget about William Baldwin and Oliver Platt. Hey, that's my trailer voice there. Oh, in Spanish, it's Línea Mortal. I didn't know that. Línea Mortal. Well, to flatline means to die, right? Think about it. La línea se queda plana. He flatlined. That means he died. He flatlined. He's flatlining. Está muriéndose. Makes sense if we've all seen that, right? At that, anytime there's a ER or a hospital, a movie where there are hospitals in it, you always see the EKG. Is that what it's called? EKG, the electrocardiogram. Beep, 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 beep. I think that's the beep that nobody ever wants to hear. All right, let's take a look at the summary here. As I said, 5 medical students experiment with near-death experiences, cercana a la muerte, until the dark consequences of past tragedies, tragedies, the consequences of past tragedies begin to jeopardize their lives. To jeopardize is to put in danger. To endanger. You can say to endanger, to jeopardize their lives, or to put their lives at risk. To jeopardize. Y otra forma de decirlo, to put their lives in jeopardy. Jeopardy es un juego, a game show, a really popular game show in the United States. Shout out to my mom, by the way. She loves that show. In jeopardy, en peligro. All right. And yes, it's called Flatliners. Now, Julia Roberts, I don't know if you guys remember back when this movie came out in 1990, Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland became a thing. Una cosa. What does that mean? Empezaron a salir, right? They were a thing during this, and they ended up engaged. I don't know if you guys follow the juicy gossip, but they were engaged, comprometidos. They never tied the knot, para volver a el vocabulario que vimos antes de las bodas. They never ended up tying the knot. They just got engaged. And finally, Julia Roberts broke it off. Broke it off. Ya está, hasta aquí. No lo hemos hecho. She went on to marry Lyle Lovett. What else can we say over here? Well, let's take a look at the scene. Let's take a look at the scene that I've chosen. Nelson Wright says, when my body temperature, let's pronounce that word, temperature. When my body temperature hits 86 degrees, y acuérdate, nosotros tratamos en Fahrenheit. 86 in Celsius, you're dead. Okay. So when my body temperature hits, pega o da a este, no llega a tal, you're going to hit me with 200 joules. No joyas. Joules, the electric thing. You're going to hit me with 200 joules. The electric current will stop my heart. Frenará o parará mi corazón. When the heart is dead, take the mask off. Me quitas la mascarilla, the oxygen mask. I'm going to draw 20 cc's. Y esto lo vemos siempre. Esto, aunque no eres médico, I need 20 cc's of oxygen. Let me see what it means here. Chris, I'm sure you can help us. cc's meaning medical. Centiliters. Central cord system. No. What does cc's mean? California Children's Services. No me jodas. Come on. That's not what we're looking for. cc's. Clinical class. Come on. That's, guys, really? How many times have you seen it on a medical show? I need 20 cc's of... Chris, maybe you can help us there. cc's. I guess it's a measurement, I imagine. I'm going to draw. To draw is dibujar, pero aquí es también sacar, to draw blood. So I'm going to draw 20 centiliters? Is that what it is? I don't even know. They always use it, though. Es la palabra. Siempre. I need 44 cc's. Siempre. Right? And he goes, you handle the injections. Tú te encargas de las inyecciones. You handle the injections. When the EEG flatlines, the EEG or the EKG, we say the electrocardiogram, flatlines, the brain is dead. De hecho, decimos to be brain dead. I'll be exploring. Yo estaré explorando. Give me 30 seconds. Dame 30 segundos. Flip the blanket onto warm. And to flip on is otra forma de decir turn on. And he's talking about a heating blanket. You know these ones that, oh, I love those. You can, it heats up, you plug it in, but they're dangerous, guys. And he goes, take me up to 93 degrees slowly. Lentamente me llevas a 93 grados. A little way, a general rule here, when we're talking about, I don't know how to do it. Well, you just do it the opposite way. But basically, if you want to find out what a Celsius is in Fahrenheit, you double it and add 32. That's what I've been taught. So, for example, it's 10 degrees here, right? 10 degrees Celsius in Spain. Well, times 2 is 20, plus 32 is 52. So 10 degrees Celsius is roughly, más o menos, 52 degrees. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's a little trick I was taught. Chris tells us centímetros cúbicos, cc's. We need 50 cc's. Es que lo usan siempre. Es como una de esas palabras que aunque no sabes, it's in every medical drama, right? Every time there's an operating room and some scrubs, la ropa, las batas, scrubs. So he goes, take me up to 93 degrees slowly. Inject 1 cc. There we go again with the fucking cc's. They love them. Inject 1 cc of adrenaline. And at 1 minute, Joe, you come in with the defibs. What's the defibs? Defibrillator, right? This is the thing that reanimates your heart if you need it, right? And says, and you bring me back to life. Y tú me das vida otra vez. Me devuelves la vida. And then Rachel enters the room and she says, with brain damage. No, with brain damage, con daño cerebral. Resembling, and to resemble is another way of saying to look like, okay? To seem like, to resemble. Resembling in many ways a Cabbage Patch doll. All right, que te quedas, you can't speak, you're like a doll. And let's pronounce that word, col or repollo, re-chicken. No es re-chicken. Pero el aje no es age, it's idge, cabbage patch. You remember those dolls, the Cabbage Patch dolls? All right, folks, that was Name That Movie. Right now, we've got to go to, I can't believe it, our third commercial break. And we're going to come back with the fourth and final part of today's show, where we're going to take a look at Double Trouble. We've got Say What Soundbite, jokes, famous birthdays, Name That Lyric, and so much more. I can't believe how time flies so fast with my amigos here on the show with no name. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Words can't express how thankful I am to have such amazing students. You guys inspire me. Don't ever change. I'm serious. Days where I'm like, oh man. And then you guys get me with your positivity, and I love it. Don't ever change, amigos, and stick around. I'm dreaming of a Vaughn Christmas. This is the way I love to learn, where the class is exciting and we keep fighting. Sing it to his awesome. Come on, make up your own words. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Your turn. All your Christmases be white, and may all your Christmases be white. Now you. Here we go. I'm singing. All right, amigos, we are in the holiday spirit here on the show with no name, and right now it's time for Double Trouble.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
That's right, amigos. It is today's Double Trouble. Let's take a look and see what we've got in store for you. All right, here we go. Good luck. I think it's a pretty good one, and one that you should all know, but we shall see. No me dejaste o me apoyaste cuando me dejó tirado. Y no es dejar. It's not leave. The word is not leave. Ahí te lo dejo. Unless, well, you can be creative. Do whatever you want. If it makes sense and you use the same word twice, perfect. So, me apoyaste barra no me dejaste. Estuviste a mi lado cuando ella o él me dejó tirado. Okay? That is your double trouble. As always, you have to use the same word twice. Stop making resolutions and start making progress with your English in the new year. We've got something for everyone under the sun. Every level, every age, every budget. Grupo Vaughn has got you covered no matter what you're looking for. Whether it be master's courses, group or one-to-one classes, either online or in person. Vaughntown, A true immersion experience. Disney English and Vaughn Jr. for the kids. Oxford Test of English. Camps for kids of all ages. Online courses. And a wealth of other resources at vaughntienda.com. Stop by one of our centers for a free level test or a sample class from one of our top teachers. Why wait? There's no time like the present. Start the year off on the right foot. You can contact us at our website, grupovon.com, or give us a call at 911-385831. And make sure you're following us on social media. Let's get going. Pongámonos en marcha. That's right, amigos. That's right. Find out more at our website, grupovon.com. All right, let's see if anybody figured out the double trouble. No. Oh, wow, guys. I guess it wasn't as easy as I thought. All right, well, good news is I've got something else. I can buy you some time. Here's your Say What soundbite for the fourth and final time. Good luck.
According to international law, these men are war criminals. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried in front of a court and probably executed for what they did.
All right, that was the last listen. We'll analyze it, tell you who it is, and all that jazz a little bit later on in the show. But let's see. Chris says, I'm thinking like the computer, right? When the thing, when the ball starts spinning around. All right, so no me dejaste, no me abandonaste, I think would be a better way to say it. So me apoyaste, estuviste a mi lado. That would, the most literal translation, estuviste a mi lado. Maybe that'll give you guys a little clue. Estuviste a mi lado cuando ella me dejó tirado. And I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. All right, anybody going to take a stab at it? Chris is thinking. What about the rest of you? Those of you who are tuned in via podcast right now, a nice shout out to all of you. Because I'm sure there's some of you like, I know it, but it's the podcast, it's not live, so you're like, oh shit. Well, great. That applause is for every time you know it, and you can't share it with us because you're not able to be with us in the live show. But don't worry, guys. That's the great news. It's live no matter when you listen to it. These shows, I don't stop. If you notice, we don't stop. Even when I cough or sneeze, it's part of the show. Sometimes I catch it. If I've got a jingle on, como una ráfaga, I'm like, achoo, achoo. I get it out of my system. All right, let's see. Chris is going to take a stab at it. She says, you don't leave me. Oh, so you didn't. No me dejaste, right? Me apoyaste. You didn't leave me when he left me high and dry. Because we wouldn't say when he leave me, porque sería leaves, pero mejor en pasado. Well, I'll tell you what, Chris. An E for effort. Because we learned some great stuff. And don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Any Radiohead fans? Do you like how I just destroyed the song? To leave somebody high and dry. Colgado, piénsalo. High and dry. So don't leave me. Okay, quitamos el you porque es imperativo. No me dejaste. No, you didn't leave me. Eso es. Perdona, estoy leyendo la traducción original. Nos quedamos con esa. You didn't leave me when he left me high and dry. I'll take it. It's good. We just have to make those little adjustments. Chris, it's not muy mal. You're the only one who's making an effort live right now. So the rest of you, I don't know what's going on. Again, this is only for those of you who are here live. If you're on the podcast, I appreciate you guys participating as well. But the only one who's here now live participating is Chris. So you're light years ahead of everybody else just because of that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right. Anybody else want to take a stab at it? What if I give you the word? The word is stand. The word we double up on is the word stand. Remember, the word is an irregular verb. So it's stand, stood, stood. We've looked at the word many times as estar de pie, as you know. But obviously, it's got some other meanings in there. So maybe with that clue, it'll help you guys out a little bit. I'll give you some music to think to. Maybe this will inspire you. The word we're doubling up on here in our double trouble is the word stand, and it's me apoyaste, no me dejaste, no me abandonaste. Estuviste a mi lado cuando me dejó tirado. Going once, going twice. I'll give it to you, no problem here. This is good. Then you'll learn this vocabulary if you didn't know it. All right. You stood by me. You know this one. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. I won't cry. I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. You know it. Come on, guys. Stand by me. Stand by me. He says it a million times in the song. So, you stood by me, or you stood by my side. También vale. You stood by me. You stood by my side. Ahí estuviste. No te fuiste. No me abandonaste. Te quedaste a mi lado. When she stood me up. And to stand somebody up is to not show up. Dar plantón, dejar tirado, right? To stand somebody up, right? So, Chris, I like nice stab over there. She said, when you stood me down, it's to stand somebody up. And let me give it to you in context. Hey, where were you last night? You stood me up. You didn't call. You didn't, nothing. What's going on, man? You stood me up. So there we go. Stand, no solo estar de pie, no solo significa, right? We said we were talking about hospitals before. La UCI. So ICU stands for intensive care unit. Eso es el stand con el for. But this one is to stand by somebody or to stand by their side, which you know from the song, which is also a movie. Stand by me. Great movie, great song. You stood by me. You stood by my side when she stood me up, which comes from to stand somebody up. Excellent job. Chris Valrol. All right, folks, we need to move on to You're Joking.
Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar.
You're joking. That's right, amigos. You're joking. Only on the show with no name. Let's take a look at these jokes, and we'll see if you guys get them. Within minutes, en minutillos nada más, en minutos, within minutes, the detective figured out what the murder weapon was. Okay? So within minutes, muy rápido, en un plis-plas, in the blink of an eye, in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, the detective figured out what the murder weapon was. And it was a briefcase. No. It was a briefcase. It was a briefcase. O sea, donde pongo el acento cambia la frase. So it was a briefcase. Fue un maletín. And it was a briefcase. Fue un caso breve, rápido. No. Within minutes, the detective figured out what the murder weapon was. It was a briefcase. It was a briefcase. I love it. All right, here's another one. I didn't know if I told you guys, as an American, I exercise my right to bear arms. I'm making it up, but for the story, I got to tell this, all right? So, you know, the Second Amendment, as we call it. And you know what? I'm convinced my wife she's been putting glue on my weapons collection. Yeah, I have a collection of weapons here in my office. And yeah, I could swear, juraría, I could swear that she's been putting glue on my weapons collection. She denies it, but I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to my guns. No, estoy pegado a mis armas. I'm sticking to my guns. I puesto pegamento, glue. Also, the expression, I'm sticking to my guns. To stick to your guns is no voy a cambiar de opinión. O sea, mis convicciones son mis convicciones. I know what I said, and I'm sticking to my guns. Sorry. To stick to your guns. Don't change your mind because somebody else wants you to or for whatever reason. It means you're sticking to, aferrándote a, your original convictions. I'm sticking to my guns on this. Sorry, guys. I'm never going to see it your way. Nunca lo voy a ver de tu manera. So do you get it now? I'm sure my wife has been putting glue on my weapons collection. She denies it, but I'm sticking to my guns. All right, another one for you. What is the Polish combat weapon of choice? Y ojo con esta palabra, porque Polish, polaco, polish, limar. So the Polish guy polished his car, right? Spelt exactly the same. How do you know the difference? Mayúscula y contexto. So remember, nationalities are capitalized in English. So what is the Polish combat weapon of choice? El arma favorito de los polacos. Easy. The Warsaw. The Warsaw. No. The Warsaw. Varsovia is Warsaw. La Sierra de Guerra. It's so bad, it's good. What is the Polish combat weapon of choice? The Warsaw. All right. Chris says, no me bajo del burro. Yes, that's it. I'm sticking to my guns. No, that's what I said. And I'm not changing my mind now. All right, great. Thank you, Chris. Me la apunto. I learned that one today. I learned, no me bajo del burro. I'm not getting off this donkey. Si se dice en inglés no se entiende. Y el otro que me encanta, a ver si me acuerdo, dejar el culo. Deja el culo cuando le llama. He leaves his ass behind. All right, last one. I've got one more for you, and this one's got a little Christmas vibe to it. What weapon does Santa use? What weapon does Santa use? Or what is Santa's weapon of choice, como hemos visto en la última? Okay? It is ballistic mistletoe. No. I said the word mistletoe before. Were you paying attention? It's from a Christmas song. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. Mistletoe. Muérdago? Is that the one where you kiss somebody when you're under it? The mistletoe. So what weapon does Santa use? A ballistic mistletoe. A ballistic missile, un misil ballistic, these missiles that the army uses. And a mistletoe, which is muérdago. No more jokes. You're in luck. It's time for famous birthday trivia.
One, two, three. Famous birthday. for him. Birthdays for her. Birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. Famous birthdays on the show with no name. The first person celebrating a birthday today was born in the year 1966. A British-Canadian actor, director, and producer. He is Jack Bauer on the series 24, which I've never seen. It was very popular. He's won an Emmy Award, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild, 2 of those, 2 Satellite Awards. So, yeah, the guy, let's put it this way. He's gotten a lot of accolades for the role of Jack Bauer on the drama 24. It's a series. What else? He's also been in Stand By Me. Stand By, that movie we were talking about before, and we already know to stand by someone is no abandonarles. He was also in The Lost Boys, Young Guns, Flatliners, today's Name That Movie, A Few Good Men, A Time to Kill, Dark City, and many, many more. His father's also a famous actor. And number 2, this guy was born in 1940, an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He died in 1993, and I remember it because I was watching the news at that time. It was on MTV, and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" And I have to be honest, I like people like him that are unorthodox, that are not conventional. They're unconventional. But I don't know much of his music. He made music for 30 years, and he mixed all kinds of stuff. He would improvise, and he would mix in satire, humor, rock, pop, jazz. I mean, he's a legend, and I should know more about him. His group, his band, is the Mothers of Inventions. And of invention, sin ese, of invention, okay? And last but not least, she was born in 1937, an American actress and activist. She was also, her father's an actor, Henry. And what else can we tell you about this woman? She had a very famous series of workout tapes, which I remember young boys everywhere. Well, I won't get into detail. But we didn't work out with her tapes. Oh, no. She's been in so many movies. She's been in the entertainment industry for ages. During the Vietnam War, she was criticized, though. They called her Hanoi Jane. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner over here. Please give it up for Chris Valrol. Number 1, Kiefer Sutherland. Number 2, Frank Zappa. And number 3, Jane Fonda. And this is Jane Fonda saying those controversial words that turned a lot of Americans against her. And she was saying that the Americans were committing crimes. She interviewed the Viet Cong, the enemy of the United States. And they said, well, what country are you from, man? So this is what she said. According to international law, these men are war criminals. Según la ley internacional, son criminales de guerra. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg Principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried. To put somebody on trial is to try them, ponerlos en un juicio, in front of a court and probably executed for what they did. And she's talking about the Americans there. Okay, so she was not very popular after that. So people were burning posters of her and stuff. So here she is, Jane Fonda.
According to international law, these men are war criminals. That's according to law, according to the Nuremberg Principles, according to the Geneva Accord and others. They should be tried in front of a court and probably executed for what they did.
Hi, hello, Alberto. I think the song is... No? Sorry, bye.
Name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric only on the show with no name. The show with no name, the show with no name. Name that lyric only on the show with no name. The show with no name, the show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's Name That Lyric. And thank you to each and every one of you who participated today. Whether you participated live or whether you're listening via podcast, just thank you. Not just for listening today, but all throughout 2023. What a year it's been of ups and downs. And tomorrow, we're going to hear about your years. Many of you have participated already. Thank you very much. If you'd like to participate, you still have time. You have until the end of the workday today to send me a 1-minute voice message summing up your year. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us. So get it in. Let us know in under a minute or around a minute what your year was like. And tomorrow we will go over those and we will celebrate our last show of 2023. Again, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be celebrating the 20th anniversary. None of it. If it weren't for you guys, our show with no namers, our Vaughn radio listeners, our ambassadors. Keep it up. I'm going to dedicate this song to all of you. It's Frank Zappa, Dancing Fool. Y aquí no quiere decir tonto. Aquí decir uno que baila y le da igual. No, I'm a dancing fool, que me gusta bailar y me da igual. It doesn't mean un tonto bailando, but it really doesn't mean you're stupid. It means hago el tonto bailando. That would be the translation. Yo hago el tonto bailando. I'm a dancing fool. Como que me flipa. I love it. The song's called Dancing Fool, and it's by Frank Zappa. And I hope you guys will stay tuned for my Amiga Ximena holiday show, Test Your English. Wow!